There are two kinds of food web models. There are the models that show the flow of nutrients and energy, but these models by themselves cannot determine the structural control of one species on another species. There's another kind of model for food webs that are called functional food webs. These webs are developed using experiments. These experiments are when scientists either add or take away a species and then observe the effects that the absence or addition of that species has on the functioning of the particular study system in question. Through the results of these experiments, scientists are able to determine which species have a strong link to any effects on the population or community dynamics, and which species have a less tight hold on those dynamics. So how does this apply to my field of study? Regardless of what field you are in, we have all heard about keystone species in various science classes growing up. We have all seen the picture of the archway of stones and told about what happens when one crucial stone gets removed, and then we learn how this can happen to species as well. So stated in a little bit more formally of a way, something is called a keystone species when it has significant control over the composition and stability of a community in which it lives in. In those high school science classes, many of us learned of famous examples of keystone species, but Robert Paine is the scientist in question here. He studied a kind of predatory starfish and found that removing the starfish from the field of study caused an overall decrease in species richness because the next dominant competitor's population size grew so substantially. The increase in this mollusk, which is the next highest competitor, therefore excluded the inferior competitors also found in this study system, which in turn caused the overall decline in the species richness. Through Paine's work, we have learned about species that are considered strong interactors or weak interactors. The strong interactors cause significant changes in either the population or the community dynamics in question. We have found that in general, there are significantly more weak interactions than those who have strong interactions, which is in part why the idea of a keystone species is so important to learn about. If we did not know about these species that have these strong interactions, we would accidentally cause that archway of blocks to collapse when we remove that one crucial stone. That is why Robert Paine is being honored tonight with his award for his work with the functional food chain dynamics.